Welcome foodies, it is Andrew here from MAO Magic. So we're going to look at different ways of using a vacuum sealer for sous vide cooking. So what I have here are a few different fillet tips. I've just gone and added some herbs as well as some butter, and we're going to go ahead and use that for sous vide. I also have some broccoli. I blanched the broccoli first and then added some seasonings and threw it in my vacuum sealer. And lastly, we have some potatoes. The potatoes were cooked a bit, then added some salt, pepper, and some butter. Basically everything for mashed potatoes, threw them in there whole, and we have those as well that are perfect for sous vide. Now I'm going to be using my Innova precision cooker here. I will have a link at the end of this video for the full review on that, but I think it works great and you can connect to it over Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Now it is no secret that you need to get as much air as possible out of your food before putting it into your sous vide cooker, and that's really what we're going to look at today. So we're going to go ahead and put my fillet tips in here, and let's look at the vacuum sealer that I use. So I use a Food Saver V4440. I really like it because you can cut your own bags, use their pre-chosen bags, or that accessory on the left-hand side to do the Ziploc style bags or even containers for marinating. So to actually get started, you can either use a bag you already have, or if you're going to use the roll, you can open the top part. You can simply pull out as much material as you need based on what you're going to be cooking. So I can pull out a mount and then slide this little cutter straight across the top. Now I basically have a made at home bag. I can put something in here like some chicken with some marinade, vacuum seal it and throw it in the freezer. Perfect for either throwing on the grill or for sous vide cooking. Now I've looked at a bunch of different vacuum sealers and I really liked this particular model and the couple others that are similar to it because they have that optional accessory. Now you don't have to use those cut bags. You can use these pre-bought ones with a little Ziploc on the top, and that means you can reuse them. So this is great for something like cheese. I can throw some cheese in this bag, I can seal the top, and then I can just suction all the air out every time that I reseal it, and I can get a lot more shelf life out of stuff that I have in my fridge. So while it isn't exactly super necessary for sous vide, it is a nice feature to have if I'm already investing in a sous vide cooker. This just adds more benefit to it, so you're getting more out of it than just sous vide. Now, aside from just getting the air out of your bag, the other benefit of this is the bags for sous vide are a lot stronger than the bags that you would probably buy at the store. Like a sandwich bag is not going to fare well when you put it into that hot water that you would use for sous vide cooking. So it is a lot more beneficial because you have these stronger bags that are going to give you more protection and you're not going to have stuff leaking into your food. Now I have some blanched broccoli here, and this is a way to prepare your food without actually using a vacuum sealer. It doesn't work quite as well, but if you don't want to pick up a vacuum sealer, this will work. So we have some broccoli in a bag. We're just going to push it underwater, leaving just a small hole in the bag. So that water is going to close in on the broccoli. It's going to push just a little bit of that air out until there's just a little bit around the broccoli. Once I have it all the way kind of underwater, I can seal that back up. And as you can see, most of the air has been taken out of the bag. It's obviously not as tightly sealed or as well done as using a vacuum sealer, but this is a good alternative if you don't want to invest the money. Once you've used your fancy vacuum sealer, you're going to have some great looking food coming out of your sous vide machine. It's going to be perfectly, marinated in whatever flavorings. I'm just going to sear these extremely quick on a searing hot pan and just throw them onto a plate. I've got my steak, I've got my broccoli, I've got potatoes that are basically already mashed, and they were all just thrown in the freezer. I just take them out of the freezer, drop in the sous vide machine, and they're ready to go. If you have any questions, let us know below. Please watch my other videos, and until next time, this has been Andrew for MAO Magic.